Hey, welcome back to Hannity. So the left went nuts after the House Intel Committee Chairman, Devin Nunes, did his job by revealing that the Trump transition team was in fact surveilled. But we have explosive tape of the ranking Democrat on that committee, Congressman Adam Schiff, openly showing his bias. Now, tonight we are asking, should Schiff recuse himself from the Russia investigation? And that's tonight's mini monologue. All right, so as we explained earlier tonight, the alt-left propaganda destroy Trump media. They are doing their best to smear and slander and besmirch Congressman Devin Nunes. Now, it is Congressman Adam Schiff who is openly showing bias in this case. Listen to what he said last night defending Susan Rice.
Well, you know, it certainly is a theory in search of a villain, and for whatever reason, the hard right has always chosen Susan Rice to be their villain. I think you heard some snippets about that today. I was dragooned into service on the Benghazi Select Committee for 2 years. That committee's purpose was to take down Hillary Clinton's numbers. But one of the central figures the Republicans went after and after was Susan Rice. And after 2 years, they could find nothing that Susan Rice did wrong. In fact, the only thing Susan Rice did was go on Sunday morning shows and repeat what the Intelligence Committee best assessment of the early hours of Benghazi was. That was consistent with what we were hearing, what Susan Rice was hearing, and that's all they could find, which was perfectly appropriate on her part. So what it is they have about Susan Rice that they like to go after her, I don't know.
Republicans made her into a villain. Excuse me, Susan Rice did lie about the unmasking 2 weeks ago on PBS. She said she knew nothing about it, and then yesterday she admitted she knew everything about it. And she also lied back in 2012 on the 5 Sunday shows after the Benghazi terror attack. There's no need for Republicans to have to paint her as anything. She's a known liar. But instead of focusing on Rice's outright lies about the Trump surveillance, Schiff is now changing the subject. Now, maybe it's time for him, Adam Schiff, to recuse himself from this Russia investigation. So tonight we asked Congressman Schiff to be a guest on this program. He hasn't responded yet. Shocking. Here with reaction, conservative commentator Monica Crowley and Fox News contributor, the host of the Bill Bennett podcast, Bill Bennett. Monica, it seems like he already made his conclusion.
Well, don't you think it's curious, Sean, that Chairman Nunes saw the documents on March 22nd. He then went to brief the Republican leadership, including Speaker Ryan and so on. We didn't get any leaks from him on this. The first time we got a leak about Susan Rice or about any of this came this Monday in the initial Bloomberg report, right? What happened in the interim? Oh, that's right. Adam Schiff got briefed on the documents the Friday before. Then whammo. You know why? Because when he saw what was in those documents, and we don't know, but he obviously saw something serious enough to basically silence him. He went to Nancy Pelosi and said, I saw something here. Now, again, we don't know what it was, but he ran to his leader in the House, and then, boom, you get the leak about Susan Rice. That is not a coincidence here. Adam Schiff has some serious issues. He knows that the Democrats have some serious issues.
No, he's too partisan.
He's been calling for recusals, right, on the part of the Republicans.
No, it's time for him to go. Bill Bennett, thoughts?
Yeah, well, I don't know if he goes, he's going to be replaced by Jim Himes or Jackie Spire or Castro. Not partisans, they'll be partisans. By the way, one person who may have to recuse himself, I don't know if you heard this afternoon, Dustin Johnson fell down a flight of stairs. #1 seed for the Masters. Anyway, that aside.
Okay.
Look, on a serious point, I know you follow this stuff like I do.
I do.
On a serious
I'm sorry about that, by the way. Yeah.
I mean, we are too. He started boiling this water, Schiff, and now the water's getting hot, and he's in the pot. I see no reason to take him out of the pot.
So you want to keep him in there?
Right. He's gone. Yeah, you bet. He's gone dark and he's gone silent. I want to see, as this evidence mounts, as I think it will, his embarrassment.
Well, we know that she lied about Benghazi. What he said is just false. The initial narrative, they knew within minutes and hours that it was a terrorist attack. And she said that Sunday that this was a spontaneous demonstration. With all due respect, I don't know spontaneous demonstrators that just happen to carry in their back pocket mortars and RPGs. So that never made sense, Dr. Bennett.
It's lies, it's misrepresentations. But look at the total self-destruction of the media here during the Trump campaign and then now. I could not believe CNN, you've played a lot of it, saying, there's Fox over there. Don't look at Fox. No matter what you do, don't look at Fox. It's unbelievable what's happening. But the next person up will do the same thing. I think as the facts come forward, Sean, he should be grilled, he should be interviewed. If he recuses himself, he disappears. Don't let him disappear. Keep him in the spotlight. I have confidence
Monica?
that we are right on this one.
Yeah, and I agree with Bill on this. And look, there's a reason why Congressman Schiff is out there trying to deflect from the real story. What I'm hearing is that this case is moving toward a special counsel on a Watergate-level scale. And the reason is because the congressional investigators can't get to the actual intelligence documents. The intelligence community, the agencies have locked the door on the investigators in terms of getting to the bottom of all of this. The FBI, which is also running a parallel investigation, also may in fact be compromised. They may be involved in this matter. Why? Because Director Comey came out and said that they have been investigating the Trump campaign and the Trump folks since July. Well, they can't be running an investigation without surveillance, right? So the FBI may in fact be caught up in this matter as well.
So we have
Meaning
an
that the Republicans may in fact suggest the idea of a special counsel. Everybody hates the idea, and it's a terrible solution, but it may in fact be the only one.
Well, listen to what you're saying, that our intelligence community has been weaponized and politicized, and the FBI too? I agree with you.
It may very. We don't have the answers. These are early days, but it seems as if the movement, and this will be a Republican decision, or at least a Republican encouragement toward a special counsel, because the two investigative bodies right now, Congress and the FBI, may not be able to get to the story and to the truth of what's going on.
All right, we have 15 seconds. Bill Bennett, you got the last word, sir.
Yeah, Justice Brandeis said sunlight is the best disinfectant. More sunlight. Thank God that we have a Republican president, Senate, and House. Courage is Devin Nunes' strong suit. Let's see it in Senator Burr as well. We'll get to the bottom of this if we put the right light on this.
If we put the light on it, I say people will be going to jail. Thank you both for being with us.
Yeah,
and up next,
scurrying. Yep.
Susan Rice blatantly lied to you, the American people, 2 weeks ago by saying she had no knowledge, none of the unmasking of Trump transition team members. Up next.